And it's not saying to itself, oh my gosh, I know there's a snowstorm outside. I know the weather conditions. I can see what the road conditions are like, and I'm gonna alter my behavior accordingly. It doesn't really feel totally like that. Hello and welcome to NN Driven. We are in the middle of a snowstorm here in Washington, D.C., which is quite rare. We don't see this very often. It reminds me of growing up in Minnesota, so what a better opportunity than to further stress test FSD 13.2.2 than to get out here while it's still snowing a little bit. I've got the suspension set on medium. We've got 4 to 6 inches of snow here. It pulled out there in front. I probably wouldn't have done that in front of that SUV coming up, but so I have not used FSD to get to this location. So this is my first sort of reactions to FSD driving down the road. I thought we would drive down to the Supercharger in Springfield and then maybe get out on the highway a little bit and see what it does and drive some surface roads. You can see that there have already been plows through. We're on Van Dorn. This is an emergency route, so it's almost always plowed really, really fast. But even still, we have lots of snow around. In these kind of conditions, it's much less about being in a lane than it is about driving safely, avoiding major stuff in the road, and just generally staying safe. And so we'll see how it does here. Anyway, I've seen some videos out of Canada, which seems to indicate it's doing pretty well. It's going to try to get over here. This is a good example. Like, this guy's literally has either doesn't know where he's going or what. So I chose not to change lanes there. That was fine. I don't have any problem with that. This truck seems like it's in two-wheel drive. You never know what you're going to find out here in these kind of conditions. Hopefully I got enough windshield washer fluid. Gonna need a lot of that, I think. So this is all fine. It's found a lane here. It's in a lane. We immediately got behind this guy that doesn't know what he's doing in the snow, even though he's got a snow plow on the vehicle. All right, it's going to make a change, go around this guy. He really doesn't know what he wants to do. I think he really has no idea what he's doing. Okay, looks like he wants to get back over. This is all fine. It's driving fine. I'm on the OEM, the original equipment manufacturing Michelins, which are all seasons. So far on the drive to this location, they felt like they were really, really connected to the ground. Even when I had to get going up a hill after a red light at a traffic light, between the all-wheel drive, the traction control, and the tires, there was very little slipping, and we just kind of went. So feeling quite confident with the tires right now, given the conditions. They are not winter tires, though, so that's something to keep in mind here. All right. And I'll just keep observing as we go along here. If it just seems kind of boring, I will go ahead and fast forward and just sort of try to keep the video moving along here. Again, I'm just picking random points, so I don't have any specific challenge conditions in mind. I don't know what the road conditions are, so that is the challenge. And we'll just see what we encounter, say, over the next 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'll probably condense that down to something more digestible. Okay, it's going to get over. I would not be going the speed that guy is going. 42 feels pretty reasonable in this lane at this time. Problem around here in DC is that not only do we not get snow very often, but you have huge numbers of people who have never driven in anything like this, and then they feel like they have to get somewhere, and it gets to be a real mess. Ooh, that's a big berm there, but it just went through it. It didn't, it didn't treat it like it was a, someone must have been parked in the road there. Oh, we got a truck plowing here, backing into the lanes. We're good. 35 is not bad here. Ooh. This is totally snow covered here. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with this speed. I'm going to drop it back here. I'm going to come back to 30. I'm just not comfortable with that speed. It looks like it was just felt like it was just treating it like a normal day here. So I'm not comfortable with that. So I'm bringing that back. I don't know what this car is doing here. It looks like FSD is going to get out of its way. Doesn't technically need to, but that was definitely the smart thing to do. We're just kind of driving down the middle of the road here. No lane markings visible. On the display, I see that it's kind of trying to guess. It thinks there are 3 lanes here, so it's just kind of picking the middle lane. It's going to give this guy a little bit of room. I can feel it just nudging over just a little bit. That's good. Yeah, it's kind of roaming around. Again, it's totally fine on this kind of day. The guidance in our area is to just not be on the roads at all. And so really, again, safety is key here, more than being in any particular lane, in my view. It's sort of moving over to the left lane. That's fine. No idea what the parking lot will be like here. So we're just going to pretend like we got to go charge. We don't need to charge. So just going to see. I've got it set to a point near there so it doesn't preheat. It's going to, up here just past the light, it's going to have to go down the surface road. No idea what we got up here. It should be plowed. I can't imagine it's not plowed. Okay, see if it knows what to do here. Yeah, this is fine. It wants to go left here. It's good. It's slowing down. I can feel it slowing down. It's giving lots of room. It feels really solid. Really solid. Really slow. So no problem there at all. No fear of it sliding into this truck. All right, we got the green light. We're going to follow this pickup truck through. Road looks okay. Not quite. It's trying to figure out where to go here. It's all good. Actually, it was actually in the lane there. How about that? We'll come up here. This is much less plowed. Speed limit's 25. There is a plowed lane around the mall. Okay. Slowing down now a little bit. I can feel it. It's slowing down slowly, very gradually. Okay, what do we got here? What's it going to try to do? Look at that. Wow, look at that. It went around, found the actual lane, went through it, really smooth, really slow. What we got here again? A nice, pretty good plow here, so it can go where it needs to go. Okay, hopefully here it will stay left a little bit. No, it's going to stay right over this. I'm going to actually send a signal back here. Better to stay in the plowed part of the lane, not over the cruft left over from plowing. Okay. Oh, we got a car right here. Oh, he's turning in. 16's good through here. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Okay, nice there again. Oh, a little bit of slip, but it just continued forward. 15, 16, that's totally fine here. There are people charging here, interestingly enough. Let's see if it can get us to the charger. I don't want to go in here. Let's see what it'll do. It does not go in there. That's where it wanted to go in, but it couldn't because of the snow berms. So it's going to go in here. There is a plowed entrance here. Really slow. Okay, and then I think it's just going to end us here. What's it going to do? Object in path. So it saw the snow and stopped. So I'm just going to come over here, just take a look here where we are. Oh yeah, not really plowed in here, that's for sure. A lot of people here. Okay, let's go up 495 towards 50. Whatever this is, that should take us up the road. Should take us up 495 and then back down. Yep, that'll work. All right, so it's saying it's available. Let's see if it'll get us out of here. Okay. All good. So far, so good. It's clear on the left. It's going to slow. Oh, so slow. Now, what's it going to... Yep, there it goes. Really slow. That's quite amazing. Okay. It's slower than it needed to be, but it still did it. Now it's going to go right here and get out onto the main road. We got no one coming from the left. It can do whatever it needs to do. Still totally clear, no one coming from the left at all. It's going to need to be kind of in the second to left lane. Oh, there we go. It didn't like that for some reason. I don't know why that particular thing was different than others here. So the red hands of death there. We need to be in the second to right lane. We really want to be over one lane here. I'm gonna let it go, see what it does. This is a totally fine scenario to let it play out. See on the other side of the green. All right, I'm gonna break out here because for whatever reason, this light is not turning green for us and no one else is going. So this is getting a little ridiculous. So I'm gonna pull up into this lane here and we are just going to make our way across. Okay, sometimes you just got to take matters into your own hands. I was going to wait and see if others went through and to see what FSD would do. I think it would have just sat there forever. But yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, the light wasn't triggering. And so everyone was just sitting there and they sat there through like 4 cycles. And yeah, whatever. I'm not going to wait that long. Okay, so you got to do that. Like, that's what happens in winter. I mean, things just don't work as you expect them to work. So it's in the correct lane here. It's going 52, which is what I would normally be going here. Now, what's it? Okay, it did push right a little bit. This is a little this is faster than I would like to be going right there. The pickup truck is kind of holding us back at this point, so that's fine. And we got snow encroaching here. This is a good lane to be in. Yeah. All of these right lanes eventually merge over, so we do have to continue to merge over. This is all fine. These roads are pretty good. They're wet, got lots of salts down. And again, this is all fine. We all need to come over anyway. I'm not sure how fast it's going to decide it wants to go. I'm not sure it's showing 35 as the speed limit here. Certainly that's not what anyone would be driving here everyone here would assume that we're up to full highway speeds. There, it's now registering full highway speeds. Wet, sloppy roads here. Straight on over. We still need to get over. We still need to be over another lane. It's all good. 53, 55. Following this car up here. 56, 50. Yeah, see, I don't want to go that fast. Nope. Not in these conditions. Don't let yourself get pulled forward by idiots on the road. So I'm going to hold the speed back here at 50 miles an hour. It's just not worth it. Then you see the far left lanes here are really, you don't want to be in them at all. So hopefully it won't try to go to the left to go around this Subaru or whatever it is. It is going to try to go around to the left. There is a drivable lane here. This is fine. This is a fully drivable lane. I would rather be in the middle lane. Pull in to the middle lane right behind this guy for some reason. It's going to go around to the right. So you can see here, even at 50, we're a little bit above what others are driving, and I'm kind of in agreement with that. But 50 still feels generally okay here. Now, these guys are going about 45. They're just very uncomfortable in these conditions. Where is FSD going to go this time? It's going to hold here for now. Okay, it looks like it's just going to stay here. Stay in this lane. That's fine. No problem with that. Oh, quite a bit of snow cover here in all the lanes. It's kind of pushing up on this guy. Down to 40. It's going to go to the left. Okay, I'm going to be on top of this. Wow, lots of slop here. Feels very solid. It's not scaring me. I am right at the wheel though. Very nice over that slush. Very confident. Okay, so I'm back here. It's lost its lane. Now it's kind of wandering into all this slop. It's not changing speeds. It should be slowing down or trying to figure out what to do. So this is an indication where it's just kind of, it's not really interpreting the scenario it's in. It got through that okay. I was ready to take over at any given moment, but it's really not interpreting how these lane conditions are changing and evolving, mile by mile here. I'm actually going to bring this down to 45 here through this because we are now in just full cover. And I can feel it, it's pretty slick underneath. So I'm bringing it down here. So this is interesting. It's like FSD is like safe, but not really. So you can tell when you're driving this that it's not really grokking, that it's in horrible road conditions. It's adapting to what it finds, but it's a reactionary adaptation, not really a knowing adaptation. right? It's not saying to itself, oh my gosh, I know there's a snowstorm outside. I know the weather conditions. I can see what the road conditions are like, and I'm gonna alter my behavior accordingly. It doesn't really feel totally like that. It feels more like it's reacting in a way that's reasonable and somewhat appropriate, but not with forethought and not with insight. You know, these are, I guess that's a good word, right? Sort of a human cognitive idea of insight there. And that's sort of this conscious understanding of where it is and what the conditions are. So that was an interesting little test case, an example there. Okay, oh, what do we got here now? Oh, see if it gets, okay, it's adjusting to that very nicely. Oh yeah, look at that, right around, very nice. Now we're going to go right up here onto Gallows Road. Okay, the right turn lane is half plowed, half not plowed. There is a portion where people have driven through. So let's see what it does here. This is fine. Don't stop in that berm. Okay, that's good. What's it going to say here? It's looking good. What's it saying here? Doesn't know what to. Oh, we do have a right. We do have a red. It's blinking red, so we can go when it's clear. It's saying object and path. Will it try to make its way through? It hasn't given up. I'm going to just give it some time here. There's no one behind me, so I don't have to rush. Okay. Let's just make sure those guys are turning left, and then we are going to object and path. So I'm going to push our way through. So there again, it's not understanding that that's just a loose snow pile from a snow, and that gets really complex. Those snow piles can become ice, and you don't want to drive through them. They'll damage your car. But today, it's just falling. It's just been plowed, and it's fine. So here we got a snow plow on the left. Let's see, where should we go next? Let's go. I don't know. Let's go up here. Let's just see what this does. I'm just picking some random point. Again, I have no idea what these roads are like, but I am trying to stay on somewhat major roads. I'm not going to try to go down side streets and into neighborhoods, because that's a recipe for disaster in these kind of things. If you live down those roads, you should just be staying home right now. Everyone should just be staying home unless you have an absolute need to be out. Okay, we got this BMW trying to turn left into here. This pickup truck, I'm not sure what we're doing. We just want to stay behind this plow anyway. This is all fine. Nice context here. All good. All to the good. You are not trying to get anywhere fast in these kind of conditions. You're just trying, if you have to be out, you're just trying to get there safely. This is good. The car is not trying to jockey around to get around these guys. It is just holding this is exactly what it should be doing. This is perfect. I wouldn't want it doing anything else other than what it's doing right now. Car wants to turn left here. I am okay with it doing so. All right, let's see what it does. It has been plowed. There is a bit of a berm going across here. It's going to go. It's not hesitating. Straight on through. Very nice. We've got these two. I don't know what's going on here, but this is seriously well plowed. Wow, down to the tarmac and everything. Okay. All right, so far so good. We got a left turn up here. It's a stop sign. It's going to go around the snow here. Perfect. Staying in the plowed part of the lane. We got a dump truck coming here that is plowing. He is going to wait for us. I'm going to use the throttle because he's waiting for us. It didn't sort of detect that. Actually, he's just stopping altogether. Okay. Now we're just going to go up here. Speed limit's 35. It's currently doing 32. I'm going to guess it's going to creep up a little bit. Normally, under normal conditions, it would probably try to drive 40 or 42 through here. So it is staying slower than it would otherwise stay. This is a well-plowed road. This feels okay to me. I don't want to go. I want to keep it down to 35 here. Even a little bit less. Just no need to go fast here at all. Not in these conditions. This road's pretty good. I think even 40 would probably be okay. It's clearly really well salted, right down to the gravel. We are currently at 28, so we are below freezing. So you do have to be worried about black ice and surface ice and all of those kind of conditions, but we're warm enough that salt works really well. We're not in the realm where salt stops working, which you have to deal with in the far north. It just, it just can't work. Chemical reactions just don't happen. So we are not in that scenario. Okay, very good, very slow. I'm going to turn left here. Looks like the road is plowed, at least reasonably so. We got that was weird. He flashed his lights and then drove forward. That was weird. That is not what you would want someone to do, because flashing lights usually means go ahead and go, not I'm coming through. Feeling pretty good through here, just trying to feel out the corner what it feels like. Yeah, so it ran a little wide there, but it's okay. All right. Staying against the yellow line. Go to the right here. This is the main road stays to the right here. Okay, that has not been plowed. Very good. This feels very comfortable. I don't have any problem with this right now. I think the 28. Yeah, it's getting into the cruft rather than stay in the more plowed part of the lane. It's not a problem right now. I'm going to let it do it, but all right, we have the green light there. Sorry, it did not go around this guy, and now it's stuck in this weird lane. I don't have to brake out there. And I'll say, let's see. Vehicle did not identify the plowed part of the lane and instead stayed in over a non part of the lane, plowed lane. Okay, got a pickup truck stopped here talking to someone. FSD is going to go around him. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, then puts his hazards on. That's fine. All very good here. Got a plow coming. FSD actually scooches over against the berm. That's nice. Okay. I'm just gonna keep it slower here. We just don't need to be going fast. Again, this would be another scenario where I think it should just kind of be aware that it's in winter weather conditions during a storm, and it should dial that back. All right, it should just bring it back. So it doesn't even, right now it's interesting. It's not even giving me standard chill or hurry mode. So it is in some sort of other mode than it kind of normally thinks it's in, but it's not adapting to that exactly right. It's not fully cognizant of the whole context of what it's driving in. Okay, we can turn right. It's doing pretty good here. This is what I would do as a driver. It's fine. This is all slop. It's just plowing through it. It's exactly right. Can't see over. There is a plowed pickup truck coming. Oh, it's going to go. That's fine. I could feel the wheels slipping a little bit, but the car just did spectacularly. Wow, just so solid, just so assured, both as FSD and the car itself is just super assured on these conditions. Back into 30 mile an hour speed limit, doing 32. This is a bigger, wider open road. I'm going to let that ride. This way through is the simplest way through Bailey's Cross, or the Seven Corners Nightmare. So navigation won't be a problem using this route through Seven Corners. FSD doesn't know how to navigate Seven Corners yet. It's just a mess. It's a mess for humans. Humans don't even know what to do through it. It's just crazy. It's stupid. Okay, there is no sign saying no right turn on red, so that's fine. I'm going to bring this back again. We don't need to be, just don't need to be moving faster. Oh, really smooth, just really slow ramp there. Very nice, just not a hint of wheel slip. I think that's correct. Just it was pretty stale, but I think that's the right answer in these conditions, was to go through. We're straddling here. I think we're actually there are 2 lanes here. I think we're actually pretty good. Well, anyway, that's what I would have driven as a human. Okay, we're coming up here. Oh, we're even going to get the light. How about that? So, oh, it's interesting. Okay. I didn't realize, oh, that was, anyway, the car handled it fine. That was a weird juncture there. Car just moving through here just solidly with confidence, even though the lanes are completely gone. Road conditions are covered with slop. Coming over to the left lane, I think it wants to go fast again. We're on a 35 mile an hour speed limit here. I don't want to go much faster. I won't go much faster than 35 here, just because of the completely snow-covered road here. This will be very slick underneath. You really don't want to push your luck on this kind of stuff. With ABS, again, I have all-season tires, so they're okay. They're not spectacular. If you were driving in this all the time, you would definitely want your winter weather tires. We're straddling the lane here. I don't have a problem with this. Again, it's in these conditions, no one is expecting you to be exactly in a lane. It just isn't going to happen most of the time. So we're driving down 7 here. This is a major thoroughfare. You can see it's been plowed several times, even recently. We're doing 36. I'm not going to let it go any faster than 36. I'm okay with 36. We got a bus up here who is running its route, so it's stopping and starting. The guy there actually acted like he was going to step out, but the car didn't react. He was not actually going to step out, so that was really well handled by FSD. Yeah, it's like amazing on how comfortable I am in these conditions with the car, with FSD 13 driving itself. I got to pay attention. It is far from perfect. I am, definitely aware, but I'm also not freaked out every second thinking it's just going to completely, going to kill me. It's just, it's very assured. It's very good overall. Color me impressed so far. They've got a long way to go here for these kind of conditions, but I am way more impressed than I thought I was going to be in this test. All right, let's see how it tries to get in here. There's a traffic light up there. That would have been far better. Let's see. Now it's really going to have to push through here. Oh, yep. Okay, well, it looks like it's been plowed, so... There you go. There's the stop. All right, so really interesting drive overall. Very impressed. It's just a little bit of cognitive dissonance in my mind. There were flashes of brilliance where it really seemed to understand the scenario it was in, but then many others where it really wasn't aware, and there wasn't the bigger context of, I'm in a snowstorm. I need to just dial everything back. I need to, just really ratchet it all back. It just didn't seem to, grok that as a bigger context issue. But you would think they would know. They have access to all the weather data. They have real-time cameras in the car to see the scenarios. They have the weather in the car now. You can just turn on the weather, right? And you can see what's going on, which is pretty neat. To wrap that up for 13.2.2. Winter Storm, Washington, D.C. on the 6th of January. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.